Hi, welcome to the Multimedia Entertainment Productions channel. I'm your host, Joe Misonitis, and today we're going to talk about how I would book WWE moving forward, starting from the Royal Rumble. Now, obviously, we don't want another incident of a backlash, a Roman Reigns backlash, and it seems like WWE is insistent on pushing Roman Reigns because he is the future. He is that Samoan badass, the powerhouse, which he lacks many powerhouse moves, but whatever, he's a powerhouse. So, they need to fill that arena up of 100,000 people. So obviously you need to have The Rock, you need to have all your part-timers. Because he's Vince, god damn it, and he's gonna do whatever he damn well pleases. So, do we still want that most watched, infamous, craved Shield triple threat? Of course we do. So that can still happen. So what do? So we keep Rollins. We have Rollins maintain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship leading onto WrestleMania. Then we have, wait for it, I know it's going to sound crazy, but we have Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble. Now, we can book this strategically because honestly, I feel like Roman Reigns has grown. But in order for us to book this strategically, you need to not bring Daniel Bryan into the picture. Now, that's going to be hard because, well, actually, it's not going to be hard. WWE has lost its little mystique or surprise element, surprise factor. Vince thought it was clever to announce Dave Bautista's return to the Rumble, even when he objected and he wanted it to be a surprise. And he further thought it was brilliant to make Dave Bautista face when everyone wanted Daniel Bryan. So obviously Daniel Bryan is the issue here. Whenever you introduce Daniel Bryan, he automatically ruins the Royal Rumble because he's a fan favorite. And by the way, Daniel Bryan is one of my top wrestlers. I love Daniel Bryan, but let's just hold on to Daniel Bryan until Extreme Rules. So we have Roman Reigns win the Rumble. Then we have Dean Ambrose face off against Sheamus in Fastlane. I'm not sure if they're gonna stay with Fastlane as the, as a transitional pay-per-view to WrestleMania. But let's say Fastlane still exists. We have Ambrose against Rollins for Ambrose against Sheamus for the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. Ambrose obviously wins, and then he says in advance that he wants to put his briefcase, he wants to cash in his briefcase at the WrestleMania and make it a triple threat. Bam, you have the Shield triple threat. And we can make that the main event of WrestleMania. Obviously, there's lots of part-timers. So this is where it gets tough. Because Lesnar and Undertaker, they're finishing their feud off at the Hell in a Cell. So now you have a question, what do we do with Lesnar? What do we do with Taker? First off, with Triple H's massive ego, it'd be nice if he faced off Rollins, because they're showing the little slow hint of a Rollins face turn, but clearly they're not going with that. I would think, the way I'd book it, I'd give Triple H that match he wants against The Rock, even though box office, The Rock, the biggest Hollywood rising acting star against Brock Lesnar, the greatest athlete in the world. That would obviously put asses to seats, but fine, let's do a different route. So we have the Shield triple threat because Dean Ambrose is cashing in his Money in the Bank. We have that. So now, what's next? What's next? What we can do is we can do The Rock and Triple H. We can do Taker and Sting, because obviously Sting is losing momentum, and this can be one of the matches where maybe Taker can give Sting the rub. Maybe Sting can go over, because so far Sting is 0-2 since coming back. Obviously, I guess he's here to place and to elevate stars. So, and Taker apparently still has more matches in him, so we can do a Taker and Sting, obviously, because he's not ready to retire. So, that begs the question, what do we do with Brock Lesnar? Because they built Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is above the company. Like, Brock Lesnar has no one else to go against. This would never happen, but I would book, assuming there's still hope for Cesaro. They can still build Cesaro up to a star. They can run with an angle with Cesaro versus Brock, but of course Vince, seeing that Cesaro can't seemingly connect with the stars, with the fan base, because he's too Swiss. So what the fuck do you do with Brock? We'll leave that last. So you get Sami Zayn versus KO. KO holds the Intercontinental Champion until Mania, and then Sami Zayn finally gets his redemption because Kevin Owens has placed Sami Zayn on the shelf because he took him out. Shoulder injury. I think Sami Zayn got out because of a shoulder injury. So finally, Sami Zayn gets his redemption and he wins the Intercontinental Champion from Kevin Owens. So with Cesaro, we can finally have him, because the thing with Cena, and obviously they're gonna go with Braun Strowman. They're building Braun Strowman for Cena to feed to Cena. Any unstoppable monster has to get fed. They have to get fed through Cena. So Braun Strowman versus Cena. But the thing about Cena is whoever beats him, whatever new upcoming star beats Cena, the U.S. champ, because Cena is elevating the U.S. champion. But whoever beats him, will they get the same booking that Cena got when he was champion? I doubt it. So fine. Let's make Braun Strowman, after 5,000 interferes, assuming he goes over. Or it can be a repeat of WrestleMania 30 where Cena, just beats the whole Wyatt family again. So Braun Strowman against Cena. Bam. We got that knocked out of the way. If they really want Daniel Bryan to come back, there would be no better option just to do the David versus Goliath, the David Goliath matchup. Daniel Bryan versus the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Now you're saying Daniel Bryan can't sustain another neck injury, but I don't think he wasn't out due to his neck. This time it wasn't due to his neck. He had a concussion. So this was and there were different complications because of that. And WWE, they want to be more careful with their stars now. But I definitely think the pair up of Rock and Hunter, to be honest, I could care less who would go over. It'd actually be better if Hunter goes over. So then when Rollins can face Hunter at SummerSlam, face turn, Hunter at SummerSlam, and then he'll go over, which will make him a big star. So Hunter wins. Brock, Daniel Bryan, clearly for obvious reasons, Lesnar would win, but Daniel Bryan would be a warrior. He'd come out like a fighting machine. Or they can run a kayfabe angle where Lesnar puts him out the shelf. He has another huge neck injury and Lesnar, takes him out. Then the Shield Triple Threat. This can be Roman Reigns' moment to win. I would say that they book to keep Dean Ambrose protected, or not to book him, to keep him booked strong. They would have Rollins eat the pin, because Rollins' record right now is about 1-8 in singles matches alone. I mean, Rollins has been booked so weak, it's not even funny. So Rollins, it wouldn't hurt him, and this could segue into him having a face turn. So Rollins eats the pin, and then you leave Dean Ambrose. Then Dean Ambrose can turn heel. Then he'll have his redemption, and he'll face off Roman Reigns. They can build that match up to SummerSlam of 2016, and Dean Ambrose can have his moment where he wins the gold. So everyone gets their crack at the gold, because believe me, I know they have a big plan for Dean Ambrose. You guys just wait on it. It looks like he's lost in the shuffle and everything, just because he was the leader of the Shield. Whether you believe it or not, he was the focal point. He did lead in the promos. He did lead in the segment. He's gonna get his moment to shine. and he's already number 2 in merchandise selling. So Dean Ambrose can be a star, heel or face. Heel, he get the smarks. He'll get, you know, the real hardcore wrestling fans. Face Dean will get not only the smarks and the real wrestling fan, he'll even get the casual fans. So like either way you play with Dean, he's gonna get over. So there you have it. So Reigns wins the triple threat. Hunter wins against The Rock. Lesnar wins against Daniel Bryan. Sting beats Taker. I don't know. Braun Strowman beats Cena and wins the U.S. champion, and maybe they can do an angle where Bray wants to take the machine down, so they actually go after, you know, the single championships. And I heard rumors that they're bringing, because I believe the Hardy Boys, their contract is going to end soon, so we can run a tag team championship match where it's going to be on the kickoff show. The New Day, the Dudleys, New Age Dudleys, Hardys ladder match. Bam. Like these kind of matches, they're going to put asses to seats, and then New Day wins, and you know, they cement themselves as the greatest tag team in history because they're the only thing that's remotely entertaining, and the only thing that they're the only reason that me and along with lots of people are still watching the WWE. So then you have Cesaro. I mean, make him win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal again, and now make that Battle Royal mean a thing. Like the winner of that Battle Royal cements themselves to a #1 contendership for any championship they want, i.e. ergo the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And then obviously Sami Zayn beats KO. So that's how I would book WrestleMania. That's how I'd book Royal Rumble moving forward to WrestleMania. So